Hi guys, and welcome to the Wargamer and another unboxing video. Now this time I'm taking a look at Project Z, which is the zombie skirmish game from Warlord Games. So here we have Project Z, and on the box here we've got some nice box art of the survivors and also the biker gang facing off against some of the zombies that we get in this set. Now flipping the box over, we can see the contents when we've got all the dice, tokens, miniatures, rulebook, cards, even this little range ruler here as well. Now opening the box, we can actually start to see the contents. So first of all, we have the rulebook here. Now it's quite a small rulebook. A lot of the rules are very simple and straightforward, condensed down as well. A lot of these items have, these individual rule items have little explanations and examples of how those particular rules play out in the games. We've got a nice little diagrams, some little artwork and photography dotted around the book as well. Now we also have these summary pages, so one for each player there. You can see we've got all the ranged weapons there, the melee weapons, the stat lines there, and also kind of a rough guide as to the game sequence. So we get a few of these just there, put them to one side, and then we get the survivor's guide here. Now this is like the quick play guide. This is what you would follow when you want to start playing the game very quickly. And it contains all the scenarios as well that you'll actually be playing with throughout this game. Next up we have the tokens themselves. Now the tokens are all these kind of cardboard. You can see here this kind of thick card. We've got lots of different tokens on here. Quite nice artwork as well. You can see with the range ruler it's just popped out there, so you don't even need a tape measure to play the game. Everything can be played straight out of the box. Now this brings us to some of the miniatures and also the cards as well. So I'll just pull out some of the dice that we've got here. Now we get some six-sided dice here, and you can see these have got all different logos on them instead of normal numeric dice. And just take out these cards as well. So the combat cards are used in the game to modify dice rolls, and they all have different effects. So for example, we've got the ricochet effect, and a lot of these other cards here with these symbols, as you'll probably remember, they match the symbols found on the dice, and these can be used to modify dice rolls or even replace them entirely. Now each player starts off with 5 of these at the beginning of the game, and you can use these to just kind of to your advantage. You get them randomly, so you don't know what you're going to get, and you can either use this armor section, re-roll dice. We've got the kind of additional splat tokens. These actually don't have names, as I can tell, so I've just kind of called them armor and splat. There's also lightning bolts in there somewhere as well. So this brings us to the actual miniatures in the Project Z start set, and what I'm going to do is look at these individually, and we get a few different sprues here. We get some survivors, some female zombies, some male zombies, and also the biker gang sprue as well. So let's take a look at these individually. So here we have the survivor sprue, and this gives you enough components to make 10 survivors. And this comes in a range of different outfits here. So we've got fairly mundane t-shirt and shorts there, we've got boiler suits, we've got smart suits, hoodies, we've got a trench coat there as well. So lots of different variation to make your characters. We even get a kind of a child body there as well that you can use to represent children. Now the amount of weapons that you get on this particular sprue is really ridiculous. You get so many different options here. You can see on the top. So we've got ranged weapons such as AK-47s, M16s, shotguns, baseball bats. We've got some sniper rifles, cricket bats, chainsaws, crossbows as well. Lots of different weapon options there that you can choose from, and a lot of these can be mixed and matched as well. You can use different variations on different bodies to get different survivor effects. You also get quite a lot of different head options as well. You can just about see them at the top here. So we've got some fairly normal heads wearing baseball caps, things like that. We've also got this guy wearing a peaked hat, guy wearing glasses, the child's head there as well. So lots of very nice options on here indeed. Now the sculpting is really nice on these miniatures as well. You can see, especially in the folds of the cloth as well, it's been really nicely picked out. You can see that these miniatures have been 3D modelled. So let's move on to the next sprue, which is the Ganger sprue. Now this is kind of like the biker gang sprue, and it comes with enough components to make 6 gangers, including 2 on motorbikes there. So it's nice to see these vehicles actually present on the sprue themselves. The main body comes in a solid item, and you've got the front forks there for the wheels as well. Now the actual gangers themselves are typically attired. They're wearing jeans and come with, if you just look at the heads here, you can see they're wearing bandanas, and we've got a guy with a helmet there, and they're all bearded as well. This sprue comes with a similar kind of range of combat weapons. We've got the shotgun there, we've got a chain, an axe, what looks like a repeating rifle there as well. So lots of nice different options, including these Bowie knives and a few kind of stowed weapons as well that you can use on the bike itself. So really nice sculpts here again, kind of a nice little bit of aesthetic to them as well, that kind of contrasts nicely against the fairly ragtag looking survivors. So this brings us on to the zombies. The first zombies in this set that we have here are the female zombies, and as before, this makes 10 zombies, all of them female. They come with different variants of clothing and things like that. You can see some nice wounds, especially in there. You can just about see it's got the hole in the leg there, some nice little attention to details. They're all wearing different outfits, got different poses. He's kind of like lunging. We've got more the typical zombie stagger there as well. We get lots of different head options too. Also get a few hand accessories as well. So we've got a kind of a briefcase there, handbags. I'm not really sure what those bags are. It looks like shopping bags. We've got lots of different head options here, all very gruesome. Some of them missing features of the face, such as this one here. That was missing an eye socket, things like that. So really nice, interesting sculpts on here as well. This brings us to the second zombie sprue, which is the male sprue. Now this comes with another 10 zombies on there, all in different poses and outfits. And I particularly like this guy who's wearing the hospital gown, as you can give him the this IV stand as well. He's dragging around with him. Some really nice sculpts on the arms here as well. You can see this arm here is pretty much devoid of flesh, and so is this one there, just pretty much bones holding them together. We also have some quite interesting items being held in the hands there. We've got a head and what looks like an arm that's been attached by handcuffs there, so really nice little attention to details that really makes these miniatures look really fantastic. As well, I've just noticed this guy as well. I mean, what's going on there? There's really kind of mutilated corpse of a zombie on that side there, so I'm not sure how that would work when built. So yeah, again, really nice sculpts here, really, especially these really fine details on the fingers and the hands there, very small indeed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of these assembled, one from each sprue, so you can see what they look like completed. And here we have some examples of the assembled miniatures. Now I've taken one miniature from each sprue, so I've got a survivor, a female zombie, a male zombie, and also a ganger. The miniatures themselves were really easy to put together. Most of them consisted of a torso and legs, which already came as one piece, and all you need to do was attach the arms and also the head. Now unfortunately there weren't actually any instructions on how to assemble these miniatures, which did make things a little bit tricky and required a little bit of mixing and matching in order to get the combinations correct. However, I do believe that there are some instructions available on the Warlord Games website. Now one of the main strengths of these miniatures is the quality of the casting. Not only is it really sharp and crisp, and you can see some fantastic details such as those on the fabric and the cloth, but actually the quality of them is really nice as well. So when you take them off the sprue, you're not forever having to remove mold lines. So now that we've looked at some of the assembled miniatures, let's get an overall summary for Project Z starter set. So that was my unboxing of Project Z. Now whilst I only really focused on the actual contents and the miniatures in this video, not necessarily the gameplay, I'll be kind of maybe touching on that in a future video once I've had a chance to play the game a little bit more. So do stay tuned for that in the future. So overall, a really nice box set. I'm a huge fan of zombie miniatures, and there's some really nice miniatures in the set. They are probably slightly different in scale than what I'm normally used to. I'm used to the 28mm heroic scale, which is a bit like what bolt action is. These are a bit more realistic in their scale, but the miniatures are really fantastic. You get a good mix of weapons and bodies, and you can really make some interesting combinations by mixing and matching the two between the different sprues. The starter set itself is really good because it gives you everything you need to start playing. You've got your dice rulebook, you've got range rules, you've got your cards, you've even got miniatures. So you can get started and playing the game straight out of the box. You don't need anything else apart from a flat surface and some glue to assemble the miniature. So it really is a really nice all-inclusive box. Now the set is £30 RRP, and at the moment of making this video, it's actually sold out on the Warlord Games website. It's still available from independent stockists though, so you can still get hold of it, and I do recommend it because £30 really is an excellent price for considering the amount of miniatures you get in there, the quality of the miniatures, and then you get everything else as well. Sometimes just a rule book on its own can end up costing 30 quid, so definitely is worth picking up. And there's lots of expansions coming out as well at the moment. There's a mall expansion, some metal special characters, things like that coming out, so it really is looking to be a fantastic looking game overall. So if you enjoyed this video, do let me know in the comments below, and also subscribe to be kept up to date with all my future videos. And until next time, thanks for watching, and goodbye.